Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another episode of the HABS Daily News with your hockey coach, your coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 174. What do you have on the menu, coach, today? First of all, we're going to recap the game between Montreal and the Detroit Red Wings. Then, HABS Friend News update around the team. Finally, preview game, Vancouver versus Montreal. Montreal return on the ice with a back-to-back game at the Bell Center. So let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. And my first one, guys, about the recap game between the Montreal Canadiens versus the Detroit Red Wings. And they did it. What are you talking about, coach? The Montreal Canadiens won the sixth game of the season and shootout by a score of 3-2 against the Detroit Red Wings. I'm going to give you what, for me, the best players during that game. A little bit of resume very shortly about this game. First of all, Jake the Wall Allen, really amazing, great performance yesterday again. The Detroit Red Wings stopped 41 shot he faced again the Detroit Red Wings. Then his save percentage was .95 and 3. Finally, he stopped 12 shots during the power play of the Detroit Red Wings. We know the Detroit Red Wings are 0-7 against the Montreal Canadiens. Then I want to talk about, guys, is the performance of Mike Hoffman yesterday. 2 goals for the Montreal Canadiens, his second, a third of the season. 2 assists for Brendan Gallagher, by the way. And then we have to talk about the Jake Allen make a stop the captain Dylan Larkin on the penalty shot. This was another great moment for Jake Allen yesterday. Keep the momentum in Montreal to stay in the game finally. Then we need to talk about Juraj Slavkovsky. Got a 5-minute boarding at the end of the game. He was out of the game with a game misconduct. Possibly he get a suspension from the NHL. We're going to hear a little bit more the next couple of hours. Then I want to mention one more thing, guys, is the performance of Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield. They are the 2-1 have a goal yesterday on the shootout against the Detroit Red Wings. So great performance for both of them. And that's the reason the Montreal got a W. And we have to mention, of course, Jake Allen get a great performance in the shootout. Now, let's move on for the graphic of the day. First of all, as the first period, Mike Hoffman opened up the score, assisted by Gallagher and Jordan Harris. A great shot of Gallagher, a rebound. Hoffman have an empty net in front of him. He put the puck in the net to give the lead at 5:41. And then at the end of the period, guys, 2 goals. First of all, Austin Czarnik scored his first of the season, assisted by Kubalik and Andrew Kopp at 16:29. And then a little bit over 3 minutes later, about 16 seconds remaining at the period, Mike Hoffman scored his third of the season, second of the game. Gallagher and Devorak got an assist to give the lead 2-1 for the Montreal Canadiens. The shot was 16-8, advantage the Detroit Red Wings. During the second period, guys, 0 goal, but we got 4 power play for the Detroit Red Wings, and Montreal stopped them all the time. Great performance, Jake Allen, to keep the lead to the Montreal by 1 goal at the end of the second period. After 40 minutes, it was 2-1. The Detroit Red Wings have 27 shots versus 16 for the Montreal Canadiens. Then, during the third period, guys, we have only 1 goal at the halfway of the third. Lucas Raymond, a great goal on the back door, got an assist of Sutter and Ronek at 10:37. And this was the tie of the game, and we did not get any goals on overtime. A great, exciting game overall. Detroit Red Wings, guys, gave everything, but Jake Allen is the one make Detroit lose a game against the Montreal Canadiens. The leader of the night, guys, is Gallagher, and Dave Hoffman have 2 points. Then we have Gallagher shot 5 times on the net, and then Edmondson played 23-32. Allen, like I mentioned to you, stopped 41 of the 43 shot he faced for a save percentage of 9, 5, and 3. For the Detroit, the only goal in Lucas Raymond. Larkin shot 7 times on Allen. Zeder played 27-38, by the way. And then Uso have a save percentage of 9.39. Then I want to mention about the Detroit Red Wings, guys. This is the shot for the Detroit Red Wings. Look, the high danger scoring chance. This was like unbelievable. They have about like 16 shots in front of the net. And to only give 2 goals from Jake Allen, this is amazingly a great performance of the veteran goaltending compared to the Montreal. Nothing there. The only way they score is a rebound shot. That's it. That's all. So you can see Montreal should not win yesterday. And again, the only reason, since the beginning of the season, is the same way, guys, is because the Montreal Canadiens, the goaltending. The goaltender make a big friend for the Montreal since the beginning of the season. Let's finishing this recap by the number. You know, I love to talk about the number. Mike Hoffman, guys, maybe you complaining about him. He does not work. He does not do the blah, blah, blah. But finally, he paid off yesterday his 2 goals because since the beginning of the season, guy is one of the top best forward for Montreal about analytic number. You can not like him. You want to trade him. I respect that. Not a problem. As I said, he's my favorite players. But sometimes the number talk. And he has right now 55.5 GF, 58.9 and the high danger scoring chance, and 58.4 on the GF. Just give you an idea, guys, is one of the best for the Montreal Canadiens. So then we have to move on, guys, to Jake Allen. Honestly, 41 save, .953 when mentioned. He stopped 9 high danger scoring chance, guys, and he stopped 12 shots on the power play. So great performance, Jake Allen. 9 high danger scoring chance. This is unbelievable. Then you have Jordan Munson and Jacky struggle again yesterday. They gave 5 high danger scoring chance at 5 versus 5. And that's the reason they are on the ice for the both goal for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to show to you guys a video in the next couple of seconds what happening for the game between the Detroit and the Montreal Canadiens. Slavkovsky, guys, is still high, 10-33. Shot control, one of the best for Montreal at 65%. Expected goal is at 71.6%. The reason I said to you this, guys, I still believe, I understand they want to protect him, I understand he want to balance, but it's time to put him with Monahan. Please, Martin St. Louis, listen to me. Put him with Monahan and put Tabernack at the bottom of the 4 line. It's not going to hurt the Montreal Canadiens at the end of the day. They don't produce Drouin that enough anyway. So why to keep Slavkovsky at the bottom and play only 10 minutes? I don't get it. I apologize, but I don't get it. And I know it's going to be suspended, but it's time to put him on the ice, Martin St. Louis. What are you thinking? What you try to accomplish players at 18 years old play only 10 minutes per game? It's not make sense to me. I know, I understand what you want to accomplish at some point. Protect him, give him a little bit, progress one day at a time. But, geez, he's not the worst player on your team. Forward, he's one of maybe the top 9. Jake Allen has 0 point. Armia has 0 point. Dadonov has 0 point. Drouin have 1 goal. So why not to give Slavkovsky 13 minutes per game? I don't get it, guys. I apologize. I'm upset right now because I feel he deserves to play more minutes per game. If not, geez, send him to Laval. Let's move on for the video of the night, guys, about what happened yesterday. This is a 2 goal of HOFFMAN. Check the shot of Gallagher and when rebound for HOFFMAN, he score. Same situation, another way. And then Gallagher, great shot, and HOFFMAN take advantage. Finally, guys, let's move on for the video of the game. I got a couple for you guys that will be interesting. First is a 2 goal of HOFFMAN. Same situation, rebound first time. The second one is going to be another great shot of Gallagher, and HOFFMAN take advantage of the rebound of Uso to score a second goal of the night and the start of the season. And then we are going to see the penalty shot. Allen make a good save. This is a boarding of Slavkovsky. That's I expect him possibly get a penalty. This is what Edmondson struggled with Jacky. Leave the guy in front of the net, and it happening a lot of time yesterday between the Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings. Edmondson and Jacky, guys, have a difficult night. This is the second game with Edmondson. Whatever is Harris or Jacky, he struggled joining Edmondson. I understand he played only 3 games, but at some point, maybe put him out of the lineup for 1 game. We are fine, guys. David Savard got a 10 minute at the beginning of the 3rd period. We played Kovacevic, Jordan Harris. We played Cole Arbor, and we played Coley. And all 4 did a very good job for the Montreal Canadiens. It's the time to leave your rookie play hockey. Let them learning from mistake. That's part of the game. So we'll be interested what Montreal is going to do for tomorrow night again in Vancouver. What kind of lineup or the roster you're going to use at the Bell Center. This complete my first subject of the day. Let's move on now for the number 2 of the day. My next subject, guys, is about the AB news. We have a few for you guys today. First of all, Juraj Slavkovsky got a boarding 5 minutes with game misconduct. We expect Slavkovsky to have a hearing from the NHL player safety. For me, one game should be gave to Slavkovsky. I don't see 2 games. I would be shocking if he get 2 games from the NHL. Then I want to talk about, guys, Hughes gamble and he win. What are you talking about? Listen, he gambled to put Pitlick on the waiver wire. He got clear and he started $1.1 million for the next 2 years, maybe scare out their team, not pick him up. And I think that's great for the Montreal Canadiens. Look, he's going to report for the Laval Rocket. It's not says no, never coming back with the Montreal Canadiens. Time for him to go down and see what's happening. This is the 3rd time happening during his career. Now, what happening with the NHL rule? They bury $1.125 million. Every time you drop a player from the NHL to the American Hockey League, they have a rules. Whatever is the salary cap of the players, you have to remove $1.125 million. That's gave Montreal Canadiens now to get a $3.6 million on the salary cap at this moment. What's the effect? But that helping them if ever they want to make another trade or a trade at the trade deadline to retaining money or to get a trade with another 2 other team. They become the 3rd party of the trade and they get possibly a pick in return, and they're returning some kind of salary for the player involved of that trade. So just want to share with you this situation about the Montreal Canadiens salary cap. Here, another subject for you guys. I have a Team Canada World Junior Championship 2023. They announced, not like it's going to be, but a preview of what they expect from Greg Budden. He said from TSN, that's possibly the projected World Junior lineup for the Team Canada 2023. I want you guys to pay attention. Montreal Canadiens have 2 players right there on this lineup, Joshua Roy and Riley Kidney. Both of them was inside the Team Canada during the last one in August, where the Canada won the gold medal. But it will be interesting. Some player play in NHL right now. Dylan Gwandar for Arizona, Wyatt Johnson with the Dallas, and then Shane Wright with the Seattle Kraken. We don't know if he's going to be back with the Team Canada, but something could happen. But one I want to mention to you guys, I feel like did not talk enough about Owen Beck. Owen Beck have an amazing, great start with 19 points in 12 games, and I think he deserves to be a part of this Team Canada. If they want a 2-way players, and the guy can win face-off, I think he bring another dimension. What the team does not have for Team Canada is something we want to follow up differently. That's complete, guys, this subject of the day. My last subject of the day, guys, is really a quickly one. A preview game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks are a little bit feel better. The last 5 games, they are 3-1-1. They beat the Ottawa Senators by the score 6-4. They are 4-6-3. Since the beginning of the season, we know they did not start very well, and they have a lot of drama in Vancouver, but we have to give credit for the captain, Bo Horvat. Have already, guys, 12 goals since the beginning of the season, and Elias Peterson has 17 points for the Canucks this season. Then it's going to expect to be Demko versus Montembeault because Allen was with the Montreal and then Martin was for the Canucks yesterday. So I expect both goaltenders to be between the pair for their team tonight. Then something I would say to you, pay attention to special team. Vancouver Canucks, one of the best power play in NHL this season, but in return, they are not very good. They are at the bottom of the standing on the PK. Montreal Canadiens could take advantage of the PK if they get a little bit more power play. And we know Montreal Canadiens are not advantage for the last couple of games. Unfortunately, with the kind of power play, usually the referee gave more penalty to opponent team for the Montreal Canadiens. So we'll be interesting to see this game between both teams. Both looking for the W for the 2nd straight game. Of course, Vancouver Canucks try to come back in the race for the playoff spot in the Pacific Division. And Montreal Canadiens want to stay under, possibly not for the race, but considers the progression of the development for the players. And that's what they're looking for tonight. Again, the Vancouver Canucks. So like I mentioned to you, this is a back-to-back game for both teams. And that's complete, guys. my episode 174. Here we go, guys. This complete another great episode of the App Daily News with the hockey coach Gold Code Frenchy. I can't wait to see you until the next time. Until then, we want to remind you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to Hockey Nation Show, leave me a comment, send me what you think about this episode. And finally, I want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you, and I wish you an amazing, blessing day, everybody.